I know he didn't have tape in 2020, but Penei Sewell, it's unbelievable what he did on the collegiate level at 19.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time figuring out when the last time Penei Sewell was, let's say, my height and weight.
I'd say kindergarten.
Welcome back to the 2021 Draft Position Preview Series presented by Pepsi. Ethan Greenberg, Eric Allen here in the BetMGM studio, breaking down the tackles, and the Jets have a pretty good one who they drafted in 2020.
They have a foundational piece in Mekhi Becton. That was Joe Douglas's first draft pick as GM of the New York Jets. I think George Fant is also going to be a good fit in this Mike LaFleur system. And don't forget about youngsters Chuma Edoga and Cameron Clark.
And then in this tackle class, you know Joe Douglas loves his offensive linemen. Up top, we're talking about Penei Sewell out of Oregon. This guy right here is just 20 years old.
He opted out of the 2020 season, but in 2019, he won the Outland Trophy as the nation's most outstanding lineman. 6'6". He can maul people in the run game. Also has great length that helps him in pass protection. And watch out when he gets to the second level because he puts people in the stands.
Look, if you have highlights as an offensive tackle, you're probably pretty good. Penei Sewell definitely has highlights. And behind him, a lot of people have Rashaan Slater out of Northwestern, who's another guy that did not play in 2020.
Yeah, Slater's a little bit smaller height-wise than Sewell, 6'3", so he's not going to be as long. But he's a master technician. He does a lot of things very well. And some pundits think that he could move across the line. But early on in his NFL career, probably a right tackle. He's the guy who's going to be taken off the board early.
And then after those two guys, there's different clusters based on how different pundits rank them. And that group, though, includes Christian Darrisaw, Tevin Jenkins, and Jalen Mayfield.
How about Darrisaw from Virginia Tech? Remember, in the ACC, a lot of quality pass rushers there. And Darrisaw didn't give up anything. He kept his quarterbacks clean. But Virginia Tech ran a college-type offense. How is he going to adjust to a more pro-style system?
And then when you look at this tackle class as a whole, not only just round 1, but rounds 2 through 7, there's some interesting names. Is there anyone that catches your eye?
How about James Hudson from Cincinnati? He started at Michigan as a defensive tackle. Now he's going to be more of a raw prospect, and he's got some weight to put on, but just his motor, it's there, and he showed up in the Senior Bowl. And you know guys can really increase their stock with their performance in the Senior Bowl. I think Hudson is a guy. Hudson is a name we should watch on draft weekend.
Another name to watch on draft weekend, Walker Little out of Stanford. Started his career extremely well, then kind of derailed by injuries, and then this season just a wacky one. But for your full draft coverage, be sure to head over to NewYorkJets.com.